Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Entrepreneur, and this is a story I wanted to talk about a lot for the last few days, but I figured I would save it for Saturday. Uber did some things, and then Travis Kalanick came out of hiding. But you know what? There's really not a whole lot going on in Uber today. I am aware of the tax hike, but I kind of feel like that's better suited for a podcast than an individual video. So I'm going to discuss Amazon today, and we are going to discuss Amazon refusing to sell Nest products on their site. Yeah, that's what it's called, Nest. So yeah, I'm just making sure because I don't actually use these products, so it probably won't affect me, and I don't shop at Amazon anyway. But let's look at this. It was an awkward phone call, but one the Nest team had been expecting. After weeks of silence, Amazon's retail team informed Nest employees on a conference call late last year that would not list any of the newer Nest products recently announced by the company, according to a person familiar with the call. The products in question include the latest Nest thermostat and the Nest Secure Home Security System, among others. On that call, says the person, Amazon told Nest that the decision came from the top and it had nothing to do with the quality of Nest products, because of course it wouldn't. I mean, if you had, why would, I mean, actually, I'm going to hold on that a second. Nest employees who were on the call ended the discussion under the impression that the decision had come from Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, although Amazon's retail team didn't explicitly say that at any point, according to a person familiar with the call. As a result of Amazon's decisions, Nest decided to stop selling any of its products through Amazon, meaning the limited number of Nest devices listed on Amazon today are expected to disappear from the site once current inventory sold out, according to a person familiar with the matter. Amazon's decision not to sell Nest products has huge implications as it strives to carve out a new computing platform and as it continues to clash with Google over the future of computing. Now, here's one of the products. This is a Nest Learning Thermostat, and, you know, it looks like a decent device. I don't know why I'd need it, but, you know. After missing out on the smartphones and finding limited success with its line of Fire tablets, Amazon is betting big on Alexa as a new computing platform, which, by the way, I do not have Alexa. I don't have the Google equivalent either. I don't use Siri. I don't like the idea of having devices that are just constantly listening to you. I don't want to bug my house for the companies. I just don't. So I do not have any of these devices. Just do not. Now, I mean, Katie has an Amazon Echo, but I have told her you are leaving that over there. I don't want it in the house. And so, let's see here. Alexa is both Amazon's AI assistant and its platform for smart home gadgets, including connected lights, door locks, and music speakers. The company has gotten more aggressive with competitors recently, especially Google, the owner of Nest, which is Amazon's biggest competitor in the smart home with its own Google Assist platform. Amazon also announced in February that it would buy Ring, the maker of camera-equipped doorbells and other connected home security devices, and a deal that said to be worth about $1 billion. And I'm going to come on that. I didn't make a video on the acquisition of Ring, but it definitely bothered me. It bothered me that, you know, combined with Amazon Key, then you have Ring. Amazon has access to your door, your security system, and they have a camera in there. Sorry, I don't want Amazon to have that level of control over my life. I don't want Apple or Microsoft or Google to have that level of control over my life either. I'm thinking, you know, if I'm going to have security, I will have it from different competitors, and so I'm not dependent on one of them should I get locked out for violating the terms of service. Nest was warned of Amazon's decision even before that fateful call. Representatives from Google, its sister company at the time, under their Alphabet parent company, told Nest that they had heard from Amazon that the e-commerce giant has decided not to sell newer Nest devices. Google reabsorbed Nest last month. A person familiar with Nest thinking said the company decided to remove its current set of older products from Amazon because it wanted to be able to offer its full portfolio of devices or nothing at all. And this is something that Amazon has actually done before, and they will continue to do it. They decided they did not want to sell, you know, Roku's or Google Chromecast. I think they also weren't selling Apple TVs, but that one I'm not 100% confident on. And the reason was obvious. They wanted to sell their Fire Stick. And Google retaliated by removing YouTube, a very, very, very popular app, from the Google Fire Sticks unless they would sell Google products as well. And Amazon relented. Now, does Google have a, shall we say, leverage in the Nest wars? Probably not. I don't think there's really anything Google can do that could get Amazon to change. And I don't know about antitrust or monopoly laws because this is a very gray matter. Amazon is selling the products. They were responsible for 50% of e-commerce sales, or even sales just in general, last Christmas. So they decided they want to make their own product, and they stopped selling everyone else's. And you know what? It kind of makes me stop and remember their diaper venture, where they were going to make their own diapers. Now, those diapers were horribly made, and they were canceled very, very quickly. But had they been competently made, would Amazon have stopped selling diapers from anyone that wasn't Amazon? Would people have accepted it or fought it? I don't know. I mean, the scary thing about Amazon is they are in a position where people feel so dependent on this company that even if they're doing something that's very unethical, Amazon's essentially forcing you to buy their products. Hey, you shop with us, you got to buy our products, and we've got to take over the home. I do not like that idea. Let's see. It's possible you may be able to find Nest products on Amazon in the future through Amazon's marketplace program, which lets third-party retailers sell items through Amazon. Not very likely, and let me tell you why. Because Amazon has slowly but surely been making it very, very difficult for marketplace sellers to sell items with something that Amazon makes. For example, for years, you could sell music CDs on Amazon. Now, you can't sell music CDs without getting special permission, and there's not a lot of people on Amazon that sell CDs. Why would Amazon put a limit on CDs? Because they want you to sign up for Amazon Prime Music. And why do they limit the sales of DVDs and Blu-rays? They want you to use Amazon Prime Video. It's that simple. And soon, I can almost guarantee you, they will limit the sale of used books. Because they have Kindle and they want you to buy Kindle books. This is just what they do. So even if there are listings for future Nest products, Amazon will make it very difficult to have this long application process and no one will be able to sell them. Yeah, oh, here it is. Yeah, but it's unclear if Amazon plans to restrict Nest sales from its marketplace partners too. I would bet on it happening. A Nest spokesperson declined to comment, and Amazon spokesperson also declined to comment. Amazon doesn't appear to be blocking sales of smart home products from companies other than Nest. For example, Lighthouse, an AI-powered connected camera made by a startup with the same name, is available on Amazon. Yes, but they're a startup. They're not established. They don't have a brand that can compete with Amazon, and that's why they're not threatened by them. And those are the kind of products that Amazon will continue to list on the site, because if they're called before Congress and accused of monopolistic practices, they'll say, well, we sell these products and those products compete with Amazon. We just don't like the ones Google makes, conveniently enough, because they're the only ones that can actually outsell us if we let them. Products from August, a connected home company known best for its smart door locks, are also available to buy on Amazon, along with products from several other smart home device manufacturers. But does anyone have products from August? I've never heard of them until I read this article. Amazon's war with Google. Amazon's move against Nest comes as it works to beef up its smart home ambitions after a successful holiday season for the Alexa Assistant and its Echo hardware. Last month's Ring acquisition puts Amazon in a much better position to integrate its products with Alexa, accelerating its ability to compete with Google's own smart home ambitions. Nest is Google's smart home products division. It makes devices like connected cameras, thermostats, smoke detectors, and security systems. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I wouldn't have a whole house full of these things either. I actually think it's smarter to have them from different competitors, but whatever. Google bought Nest in 2014 in a $3.2 billion deal. Nest later became its own company after Google reorganized into the Alphabet conglomerate, only to be reabsorbed back into Google in February. Nest is now under the same hardware division as the rest of Google's hardware products, which will create a streamlined organization from which Google can better compete against Amazon. And there's Jeff Bezos, a smug jerk. Amazon built up an early lead in voice-controlled computing thanks to Alexa and its line of Echo devices, but Google is rapidly catching up. Google Assistant, a rival to Amazon Alexa, and the Google Home speakers, which compete with Amazon Echo, are rapidly gaining market traction. And that's why Amazon doesn't want to sell them, because they could overtake it. And yeah, I have to say, Amazon not selling those products does put Google in a little bit more of a difficult position to actually catch up. Amazon had about 2/3 of the smart speaker market towards the end of 2017, but that figure doesn't reflect the full holiday shopping season when Google likely gained more market share. The stakes are huge. Both Amazon and Google are building out a new voice-powered operating system that can control everything in your life, from your lights to your garage door to the music and video you stream. And by the way, Amazon and Google, I can turn on my own lights. Thank you very much. Amazon's acquisition of Ring will give it a nice boost on the hardware side as it continues to build out Alexa's AI. Ring was already one of Nest's biggest competitors. Now it has the nearby limitless funding needed from Amazon to go after its Google-backed rival. The rivalry between Amazon and Google extends beyond the smart market, though. In addition to ending sales of Nest products, Amazon does not sell other Google hardware like the Google Home speaker or the Pixel smartphone, even though Amazon's phone was a flop. In fact, here's the thing. Write this down. I bet you Amazon will try to bring the Fire phone back, and when they do, they'll stop selling other phones just so that they kind of strong-arm you into buying that phone. In a seemingly retaliatory move, Google has blocked its YouTube native app from running on Amazon's Fire TV and Echo Show, and for good reason. I mean, YouTube is an app that sells hardware. I know most of you are probably watching this on your computer, but there's a lot of people who want to watch it on the TV. I don't know why you'd want to watch this on your TV, but some people do. And so to take it off the Amazon products, that makes their products less desirable, which Google doesn't necessarily care about right now, but Amazon stopped selling Google products, so why would they help Amazon out? Google, for its part, has said the block is because Amazon products violate YouTube's terms of service. That would be interesting. I'd like to know what that is. Amazon will start selling Google's Chromecast streaming devices soon, which may help ease tensions between the companies and convince YouTube to bring its service back to Fire TV and Echo Show. Probably not. Now that you're blocking the Nest products, they might... Okay, if they haven't come back yet, Google will use that to bring the products back onto Amazon's homepage. Beyond hardware and apps, Amazon is also beefing up its digital ads business, a direct threat to Google's core business, as CNBC reported last year. Amazon and Google also compete in providing cloud computing services to companies through its respective Amazon Web Services and Google Cloud division. And just for the record, I use OneDrive and Dropbox. Amazon's beef with Google isn't unique. In an industry dominated by a small handful of giants, Amazon also had a rocky relationship with Apple. It took about 2 years for whatever was going on between the two companies to get resolved after Apple opened up the Apple TV to all third-party developers. Amazon started selling the Apple TV again last year. Okay, so they did stop selling it at one point, and it later added its video streaming app to the Apple TV App Store. While Amazon's decision to keep Nest products off its site may seem nefarious to some, it likely isn't illegal under U.S. antitrust laws, as Chris Sagers, a professor of law at Cleveland State University, told Business Insider in an interview. Because Amazon doesn't have a monopoly in the connected home, the move isn't anti-competitive. Quote, "It's probably not illegal. It's ugly, but American law says even monopolists have broad freedom to choose with whom they deal." Yeah, but it is very monopolistic in nature, because if you're the company that sells 50% of all items to everyone, being on your site can make or break you. And really, Amazon just needs to get a little bit more, and then they say, we're going to stop selling Google altogether, and then Google could be in serious trouble. They're not immune from this. And the thing that Amazon has above Google is that Amazon sells directly to the consumers. Google very rarely does that. And Google might need to figure out a way to do that, because Amazon is not playing fair. In fact, if anything, maybe Google really needs to start considering becoming an e-commerce store themselves. There have been lots of push for them to be an eBay competitor. Maybe it's time they create an Amazon competitor where you can get anything on Google, just like Amazon, and Amazon could potentially start losing some money. And then maybe, well, they always lose money, but they'd start losing some of that growth and then they would have to make money. Then people would have to compete a little bit more fairly. But I'd like to ask, what do you guys think? Do you think this is competitive? Do you think it's anti-consumerist? Do you believe it's monopolistic? I'd love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon member for $1 a month. As always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.